That toy life.
To catch these ghosts, you need the real Ghostbusters.
Nice landing, Han Solo.
Spaceships and Luke Skywalker sold separately. Batteries not included.
That toy life.
5. What's up, world? It's been a minute, right? I feel like it's been about a minute or two.
It's been so long
The world.
that we've actually lost a dear friend.
Who's
Now,
that?
Austin, I'm going to let you tell the eulogy, okay? Willow, did you hear the news?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we heard that we lost Willow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame it on the music. It killed it. No, but no, I was sad when I read that news, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nerd news to go through. I know Willow got canceled. I'm upset about that, but I kind of saw it coming because it just seemed like the numbers weren't there. It seemed like people just weren't having fantasy in turn. I feel like people were okay on the Dragon show, and then people were not on Amazon or or Willow. So I'm like, okay,
Dude, like I told you when I tried watching Willow, but after 15 minutes in the first episode and no Willow, I was just like, okay, and nothing really happening to really like pull me in, you know. I gave up on it right then and there.
I don't know. I guess there's a disconnect between what I see and what the general audience sees, and I'm sure it's part bias, and I admit that. But I don't know. I thought it was a decent show. I feel like it deserved a second season, especially the way they ended it, and had a lot of promise. But I mean, it was still a good run. I'm glad they at least got a chance to go at it. There was something else. I feel like, I mean, another big elephant that came out. Was it the Zoom Man or something like that? What was it? The Flashter, something like that. What's that movie called that's coming up?
Yeah, the Flash.
Oh, yeah, the Flash.
Is he like he flashes people when he comes in?
Yes,
He's like,
exactly. He's
Watch
the
out!
Flash.
The Scranton Flasher.
The Scranton Flasher.
Well, I mean, you remember it's it's like you happen to go look in the mirror and it happens to have a little mustache right where you look in the mirror.
But no, I mean, like I watched the Super Bowl. Of course, we watched the trailer, got excited then. But man, I don't know. Now the toys are starting to be revealed, and I don't know. I'm kind of getting excited and getting the jitters. Where I'm ready to see this movie and ready to see Keaton Batman again. But I don't know. I mean, the toys dropped. The statues came out first.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pretty impressed. I like the statues. Okay. Then the
cool
figures came out, and I was just going to get y'all's full. I mean, I'm just trying to roll out the whole thing. They released those first, and then they started announcing the figures and then the vehicles. So now that everything is out, what do y'all think? What's the census?
You want me to go first?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm hyped. So if you go to McFarland's toy shop, which here I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen. Hold on, and you can see what I'm talking about. All right, share it. There you go. So it's a little bit overwhelming because what he put out was like so much.
Yeah.
I did go with this particular set. So this is what I ordered, right? I ordered this set, which includes the Flash, Affleck Batman, Michael Keaton Batman, Supergirl, Affleck Batman, fake Flash or Batman suit Flash, and surprise Dark Flash over here.
Mm-hmm.
And before I hit submit, I got the sold out.
So you managed to get that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I got the Bat Cycle.
Cool.
Now, to be honest, I almost, and that was like that's $240. It was crazy. So $90 plus 60 and 30. What is that? 90, 60, 30. That's 90 plus 100. $200 after, and with shipping, it was about $220, I think, total. But this all-in set right here, man, I almost did this because if you look at it, you're almost getting those 3 statues right there for free. Because
Oh,
Oh wow, so
everything
they're
I
going to
just,
have an unmasked statue.
yep,
Mhm.
everything I just announced, you
Nice.
can see at the bottom, right in here was $200. The Batwing is $250, So you're almost getting these 3 statues for free, which is crazy.
Wow. Did
I
you
just
also?
wouldn't know what I would do with the Batwing. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
Me
so
either.
huge.
Do you hang it
I
from the
don't know
ceiling?
what. Yeah,
You
I mean,
hang
I
it from
guess
the
I
ceiling?
could. Yeah,
Well,
I just
it
if I
mounts
was
to the
to
wall.
spend that kind of money though. Oh, it
It
does.
mounts. Yeah, it mounts to the wall. So see, it's got a base plate right here.
Nice.
So you
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that
Yeah.
they consider that. But I will say, if I'm going to drop big money on that, I would want like the OG Batwing
Yeah.
at that
Well,
size,
it's
that
dead.
scale. I
It
don't
crashed
care.
and died. It
But
crashed in the first
I
movie
will
and died.
say, I am definitely impressed with the Batmobile. Although I will say I was kind of disappointed in the lack of features. But I know that it's just a price point. I mean, to me, $60 is great for that. I just was surprised they didn't have something like a launch, like they usually put missile launchers or the machine guns that twirl out and pop out. I just thought it would have some sort of non-electronic functioning feature beyond the cockpit, but that's
Mhm.
just a minor gripe. I mean, other than that, this thing is beautiful. The
This is a
cockpit,
more
I like
non-violent Batman.
yeah, pretty
No
much.
more missile launchers.
And I like how they just you take the wings off so it'll fit in the box.
Yeah, pretty much.
But no. Even my wife saw that and was pretty impressed with that Batmobile. So I'm
that looks
impressed.
so
I
nice.
want it. So I'm probably gonna just stalk the stores and get it when it comes out.
Yeah. I mean, it looks really, really sweet. What looking at these figures though, man, where's he at? There is one that just looks that Sasha Calais kind of looks butt ugly too.
Yeah, that
To
one
be
almost
honest.
feels like they grabbed some Barbie doll figure's head and just slammed it on the figure. Just
I'm trying to find
something
her.
looks off
Hang on.
about it.
Trying to find her.
Yeah, I would say of the line so far. I mean, I'm gonna get the Keaton Batman, and I'm tempted to get the unmasked variant too because it's going to be a Target exclusive. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
was gonna say,
make sure he's still available for pre-order if you plan to get him, Austin.
Yeah,
But
I might pre-order him. Go ahead.
But have you looked at the face sculpt, man? Do you
Yeah,
see Michael
I'm
Keaton
not
in
that impressed. No, not as
do.
much. I mean, he's
He's
in
old.
Keaton.
He's wrinkled.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we put white hair on this vanilla person, and it works. But it to a point, I agree. Overall, all the face sculpts are weak. I think Ezra's is the best, especially in the bootleg Flash costume. I'm definitely getting that. He looks great. The regular Flash costume looks good. I feel like part of me feels like the Justice League Flash that came out was better.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'd have to see them and compare them. We won't know until we actually have them in hand. But the Keaton Batman for sure I want to get. I like to me though, the face sculpt is very similar to their face sculpt they use for the Arkham Knight series or the Arkham series Batman. It looks a little similar. So, but other than that, I'm impressed with it. I'm gonna get it. The body sculpt and everything's cool. The Batman, the Affleck Batman looks to me is okay, but the face is very generic. But yeah, the Supergirl looks very odd. The face sculpt looks very weird and junk. But it's almost like one of those where you probably have to look at it from certain angles, sort of like my Mayfeld figure. I feel like when I look at him, it's sort of certain angles where he looks better. But yeah, overall, I'm just sort of underwhelmed with those figures. But maybe somebody will either they'll release another version or somebody else will put out a better detailed sort of like a NECA style version of the figures or something. I don't know. It just depends.
Hot Toys.
Like Hot Toys.
There'll be a Hot
that.
Toys, but you got to shell out some money.
Yeah, you got to shell out the money for those.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, how about the other big thing about the Batman figures, though? They have cloth capes are back on them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, and I'm guessing it must be to put the Batman,
Yeah.
like at least put Keaton in the Batmobile. Like, is that
Well,
choice?
also because well, also so you can do the big, the famous Keaton pose with the
I wonder if he'll have. have it rigged up where you can like attach
Okay.
the cape to his gloves or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
They probably
His
won't do that.
gauntlets.
Yeah, I doubt he'd do that.
You could
but-
probably bootleg it though.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can probably bootleg it. And you know, Affleck has the soft cape because of the motorcycle.
Motorcycle, yeah.
Motorcycle.
The Batsicle.
The Batsicle.
Yeah.
That just sounds like
But
farming
no, I mean, and the
equipment where he's
statues I
just out
thought
on
were
his
good.
farm.
Batsicle. What'd you say?
Get it in
Austin?
for the season.
I was just saying, I was impressed. I was surprised they were going to do the bigger figures, and I like the big, like the big Keaton Batman. I'm almost tempted to just, I don't know if I want to skip the figure because I want to get the figure in the Batmobile, but I'm tempted to get the statue. That statue looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And dude, it's $39.99. You know, so and if I guarantee
not
if you
bad.
hold out, you'll get it cheaper.
That's why I'm not in a rush to like pre-order some of this stuff because I bet they'll probably put out a lot of stock after the fact, and
Yeah.
I just see a lot of stock all the time on the shelf. So usually, if there's something I want, I could have gotten, but
Mhm.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm just kind of holding out, but overall, though, it still got me psyched for the movie. I'm just ready to see more.
Well, here's one question then, for you because you do, you have a Target nearby. I think both of y'all do, don't y'all?
I don't.
Okay, so
Yeah,
It's like
I
60
do. I have
miles
two. I
away.
have two of them.
So, do you ever see like any of the ones that would be like exclusive? Like, have you ever seen the Tibbet on Station Obi-Wan Kenobi Black Series? Because he was a Target exclusive. You ever seen him in a store?
I feel like I have. And yeah, because I saw him at the Target on East. Yeah, Target East. Yeah, I saw him here once, but that was it. So sometimes I do get to see the Target exclusives that'll pop up, and especially here lately, I'm starting to get an idea of their patterns, their release patterns, and where they're putting stuff. So it's starting to get where I can find more at Target now.
Nice.
Well, if any one of you find Beast Boy at Walmart, the gold label, please
Beast
send that
Boy,
for me. Yeah.
I'll have to look for him. I see stuff all the time, but I never know what's exclusive or not. Usually it just seems like it's all the same stuff in every store.
Well, it's got the little gold label at the top too.
And Austin's going to start like a
Right.
ransom campaign. He's going to like send you pictures of like the
Is
Beast
this
Boy
it?
box with the
this it?
newspaper with the current day in front of it. You want this Beast
And a
Boy?
knife.
Gonna have to
It's
cough
like
it
a
up.
butcher knife from the kitchen section that next to it. Like,
Gonna puncture the box. Puncture that plastic. Damn it.
No,
Ruin the value.
not before I review it.
but
Uh-oh.
but I mean, is that all the releases? I mean, there was just those vehicles and the figures, right?
From McFarlane Toys? Now Spin Master has its own thing. Here I can share some of this here too. Just give me a second. Which this is what I just purchased. This is an Amazon exclusive 5-pack for I think it was either 29 or 39. But hey, for five figures, even though they're 4-inch figures, it's still pretty cool. Because you get General Zod, General Zod's just a cool figure. That
I like
Supergirl
the little bit of
head is
kryptonite there.
yeah.
I love the kryptonite you get with it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I am surprised that McFarlane didn't do a Zod figure for the movie.
And I just don't see him doing like a round 2 of this, right?
That's another thing I was going to bring up. I've noticed McFarlane doesn't really. I haven't really seen a lot of multiple waves of a single project. Usually it's one wave, and that's kind of usually about it. Yeah, you'll get like one wave of like Blackest Night wave. You might get like an Arkham Asylum wave, an Arkham City wave, or like an Arkham Knight wave. But he doesn't. I've noticed he doesn't really do more than one. So like, Justice League was just the Justice League wave, and that was it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of crazy that I just don't have much faith in him going beyond this. Now, if this were to sell like hotcakes, which by all accounts, at least the Batmobile sold like hotcakes.
Yeah.
It's gone everywhere. Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth.
I was
like
shocked at
Photoshop.
what sold out. I was a little bit more shocked at what sold out compared to what stayed available. Like, for example, I've seen more of the Ben Affleck Batman sell out than I have the Keaton Batman.
Really?
You can still pre-order Keaton Batman like on Amazon, but you cannot pre-order Affleck's Bat, or like you have to pay like an extra $20 through somebody scalping it.
Ah, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that with the Batmobile.
Yeah,
You know, it
120
went
bucks
back
now.
up for 120 on Amazon. Yeah, it's like, come on.
And that, yeah, the regular, the Prime Earthberry, I guess, he's sold out. The modified Suitberry,
Mhm.
yeah, he's available though. I think we mentioned this in the text earlier. Like, I really like that kind of. It kind of makes me think of the original, like the Justice League Flash suit, where it's something that's kind of just jury rigged with what's available. Just like you take what you can work with. So I almost kind of like that suit a little bit more than the movie suit.
Yeah, I mean, I like the movie suit. It depends on the view.
Yeah, I think it's just it's the concept of it is the it's a Batman suit that's modified to be for the Flash.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like even down to the fact that he had to cut his cut the ears off.
I hope they show him doing that.
That's gonna be great.
I want to see him like with a knife, just like trying to cut
or trying to use a batarang to like slice it.
Oh yes, that'd be even better. Check out
So
that Wonder
explain
Woman.
this. I was going to say, is this like her cameo in the movie?
Yeah.
So much for a surprise.
Yep.
Wah, wah.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler
Wah,
alert.
wah.
McFarlane. But yeah, apparently she's starting to show up. So, which is weird. It's like, okay, let's take
Surprise cameo and let's make an action
we're
figure
giving
out
you
of it
two
that
figures
spoils
from
the
this movie. You know?
Oh yeah, those are the only two figures for it.
Shazam and Wonder Woman. It's like, but you have like Freddie Freeman and
I'm surprised they didn't make anybody other than Shazam. Like I like at least Freddie or what's her name?
Mary Marvel.
Mary, yeah.
Yeah, you would think. I don't know.
I mean, I can get why he might be hesitant to do the whole family, the whole Shazam family, because not all of them will sell that well. So he's trying to minimize the risk. I think he's trying to minimize the risk to just which characters do I guess he and Warner Brothers agree on that would be the most sellable.
Yeah, but dude, I think if you put how many of them are there? Shazam, Captain Marvel
Freddie,
Jr., Mary Marvel,
green guy, the gray guy, the purple girl.
Yep.
So it's 3 more. I've already forgotten their names. I need to remember.
Yeah.
I just remember the green guy was going to be Superman back in George Miller's.
DJ Kent. What's his name?
DJ Catrona.
Catrona. Yeah.
He sounds like a beer.
Yeah. DJ Catrona. Yeah. But I mean, that's 6 figures that I don't know. I just think they would look good all standing together on a shelf. I just think that collectors would like to have just all 6, but
yeah,
because it's like the Power Rangers, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want them all because of the colors and they look cool together.
Yeah,
I don't know,
but
I see my wife is going to get crazy for these rescuer figures if these come out.
Get ready, 55 a pop.
Yeah.
Oof.
I like Super 7 Man.
They believe in the cost of their stuff. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. And sometimes they're really hit or miss too. Like sometimes they'll be really good figures, and then sometimes you don't get anything like what the prototype sold you on. Like there's an Andre the Giant that looks absolutely horrible compared to the prototype that was shown.
Wow, we got new Star Trek Prodigy figure images. I haven't even seen this show yet. I've only seen previews and I've read about it, like what it's about, and I'm impressed. They're Star Trek in the Paramount Plus business. They're stepping up their game for sure. It's pretty impressive. And I knew that this would probably make good toys, sort of like how Star Wars Rebels and stuff like that makes good toys. Look at that
Yes,
with
it
Atlas.
does almost seem like they're finally maybe rounding the corner on kind of getting their footing for the franchise again.
Oh, for sure, because they've
Because what?
realized that this is a TV show. Like I think they've
Yeah,
realized that it really works in the TV format and the long format that way.
yeah,
And yeah, I feel like now that we're in that realm of you can basically do whatever you want now. It's the streaming services. You don't have to worry about
mhm,
cable TV anymore. They have a lot more freedoms and stuff. And I think that's just kind of where they finally found the audience.
yeah.
And they can
Well,
sort of
also,
tailor it
yeah,
towards them.
yeah. Well, I mean, also, it kind of recently, it sounds like they've also kind of found more of their footing to get more of the old school fans on board again. Also, because they've had shows like Strange New Worlds has kind of revitalized a lot of.
It goes back to
And
the very original pilot,
yeah,
like the pre-Kirk
yeah,
pilot, and but
yeah,
it makes it's like
yeah,
it's a shout out to the Gene
yeah.
Roddenberry creation, but at the same time they're also trying to make it sort of
Very
like
retro.
the
Yeah,
alien of the week or
yeah,
the story of the week
mhm,
sort of thing, and you just kind of have fun with it every
yeah.
week when you watch.
Yeah, and then also Picard season 3's also got a lot of people finally saying, because I think Picard got a lot of flack with the first 2 seasons. I think with a lot of people,
It's weird. It's like either you
but
love it or hate it.
yeah,
And
but
for the most part, I love them. They were great. I just felt like they were great
it seems like
stories within the
everybody's loving 3
sandbox.
so far.
But yeah, 3 is just a complete gear shift. They
Yeah,
basically they brought in, and it's
new
sort of
show.
similar to what they did before years ago with Enterprise,
Yeah,
where they had a shift, like a shake up in the showrunners. And if
mhm,
you remember Manny Koto, you remember he ended up working on 24.
yeah,
See, he came in with Star Trek Enterprise and just it was like towards the end of the series, and they were going to cancel it. So he was like, "All right, well, I'm going to hire a bunch of like Star Trek writers, and then we're gonna really try to make it Star Trek before we have to go out." So they started breaking it up to little mini arcs within one season, and it
mhm,
was just banger, banger, banger. I mean, like they just boom, 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 and then the show went off, and it was the best it had ever been. And Manny Koto was he was the reason for that. Well, with this, when they have this guy named Terry Matalas, I think
mhm,
I'm saying that's the name right, and apparently he's just doing great stuff for the show. He came in and really tried to scale it back to the sort of like the movies. It's a next generation show, and it's a story that involves sort of the last hurrah of the next generation cast, but it takes a lot of beats from the OG movies, like the original cast movies. It's
mhm,
from the motion picture to Wrath of Khan to Search for Spock, and Star Trek 6.
hmm,
Those four movies in particular, it draws from very heavily, like cinematically and thematically a lot. But it worked. So they had with this third season, it's like a big movie that it seems like everybody's tuning in. For
yeah,
example, my wife wasn't into the first 2 seasons. Third season, every episode, it's just been like a ride, and she loves it. The story is accessible. It's great. You don't feel you feel like you can jump on, and you didn't have to watch the first 2 seasons at all.
nice, nice.
Yeah. So
Uh,
it looks like they're gonna that platform is going just like Disney Plus is really, Star Wars is finding a home there.
yeah. Actually, you awake after all this Star Trek talk?
He was like, sorry,
Hater. You drinking the
but
hater?
I will say though, in terms of the toys, fans are going to go nuts getting this Catherine Janeway figure, even though it's hologram Catherine Janeway. I would buy this. I'm probably going to buy that. And Playmates usually does a good job with these toys, but their re-releases recently I haven't been impressed with. They've been doing these Star Trek reissues. I mean, they've been doing. Oh, God! Have any of y'all been in the store and seen some Turtles, some Playmates Ninja Turtle re-releases, or some movie replicas, or whatever they've
Yeah,
been
I
trying to
saw them. They look
release?
horrifying.
Horrifying. It
Like
made me. I was so.
Leonardo in the trench coat disguise that
Yes. Oh
Ralph
my God.
wears,
We
and
have to find
the
this.
face looks horrifying. Because it looks like
From
some bizarre hybrid of like the 80s cartoon series and Frankenstein.
and it's from Playmates.
Yeah, it's from Playmates. Let me see if I can find images of them, because they have them at, here they are. This person's got them on eBay, but yeah, look at these.
No, I can't really tell from that.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could make it zoom, but I guess it won't let me zoom.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Can you? How about that? Can you see that better?
Yeah, I mean, that
Like
don't
they
look-
just.
why does that look horrible?
Hang
I
on, let me
mean,
see if I
number
can-
one, he looks like he's about to get hit by a truck. Like he just
I
deer
can
in the
see that
headlights
now.
for sure. And if you
Yeah.
really look at them, the paint application, you can even look at their hands. Their hand joints are horrible. I know that they're trying to make them where they can grab the weapons,
Yeah,
but if you take these and then you put them up against the NECA figures, it's
Yeah.
laughable. Even the Shredder figure, it's when you look at it compared to my NECA, like I've got the NECA
Yeah.
figure version. It's
But-
just way different. I mean,
but
just
what's
even
the-
the sculpt and everything is very
Here, let
key.
me.
what's the
here.
price point on those though?
I think these are like $20 figures. These are supposed to be deluxe collectible figures. They're like in big boxes.
Here,
I
here,
mean,
let
these are
me-
7-inch. Yeah, these are like 6 and 7-inch figures.
Here,
I
look at the
think.
link I just here. Hit the link I just sent you. It's a Walmart link, and it's of the Leonardo one from that set.
That is crazy.
You
I mean,
you
because the
get- you can get
NECAs
a
are
good
roughly
close-up
25
shot of
bucks
them.
a pop, right? You know,
Yeah,
in the NECAs, like they usually come in 2 packs of like $49.99, so you're paying $25 a figure.
Yeah, see,
God,
so,
I mean,
just for
it's-
comparison, like so. Yeah, see, I think you can zoom in on it. I think if you put the mouse over the face, or put like you can push it up to
for
the.
some reason, yeah, there you go.
yeah,
See, and then look at that compared to like this Leonardo from the movie.
Hold
that's
on.
the NECA.
Yeah, this is the NECA one.
Yeah, there's no comparison really.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just gonna say that even the skin textures are there. These are like flat. These are like really flat. Like you can see it here, just flat paint. It's very dull. But anyway, I saw these and I'm like, it's a good effort. If we were in 1990 and I had seen this compared to the other Playmates Turtles, I'd pass out.
yeah.
But I would have to say, even the movie Turtles they came out with in like 91, remember when Turtles 2 came out, Ray, and
The
and all
rubber ones.
yeah, they did the rubber
Yes.
ones. Those are better looking than these.
Yeah, this
I
feels
will-
more
I-
like a cash grab kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
I will
that's
give
what
it
it feels
this.
like. It feels like they're kind of like, man, why does NECA get to have all the fun?
I will give them this though. If you look at the hands, I do like that they give them flexible fingers. The digits are actually movable.
Yeah, I was going to say that was the one positive, and I could see what they were doing with it, but
Yeah.
yeah, it really doesn't work. I'm so glad I got my Super Shredder, but I see these in stores now that if you get a good sculpt on them, they're still only $30 or so. But I was going to say, what other? I feel like there was another big toy release that I just saw, and I wanted to
Should we
comment
talk
on.
about? So, well, being that we're talking about Ninja Turtles,
Yep.
there was a re-release of one of our countless Ninja Turtle clone TV shows. One in particular is getting a reboot, and along with that reboot, it is getting a toy line by Nacelle.
Okay,
Do you
what's-
remember the Biker Mice from Mars, Austin?
Oh yeah.
They are back.
Oh really?
They are back. They will be back in TV show form, and they are also going to be back in toy form. Yeah, I'll actually share my screen for this time. Check it out.
Wow.
And I was mentioning this to Ashley earlier, like because I had I think the gray and the brown. I forgot their characters' names, but I'm pretty sure I had both of them. I can't remember if I had the white mouse or not. I may
I
have
had the
them.
brown mouse.
Yeah, because I specifically definitely remember having the gray one because I liked the square robotic arm that he had, like the square shape of it. But these, from what I remember, these look a lot like what I had. Like the way I don't know, for some reason it feels like very very similar, like in a good way. I'm just like I like the look of these figures, and I'm definitely interested in the show coming up. I may check that out because if you don't know about the show, it's actually, you mentioned it's the same people who made the toys that made us.
Yeah, the toys that made us and the Toy
movies
Story
that made
made you.
us. Yeah, so they're behind this show, the reboot.
Are they behind the show or I know
Yeah,
they're
I think
behind the
they're
action
behind
figures.
I think they're behind the reboot too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. Biker Mice from Mars reboot is in the works from the same people who made the toys that made us and the movies that made us on Netflix.
So I wonder if they bought the rights to Biker Mice from Mars,
Possibly.
just purchased them outright, not license it.
Well, here's a statement. So, in a statement from Nacelle, CEO Brian Volkweis shared their excitement to introduce these characters back into the world in the near future. Biker Mice is the perfect way to start 2023 off with a Mars-based bang, he said, and they'll fit in with their unique creative brilliance with the rest of the brands we've recently acquired. So it sounds like they got the rights for a couple of brands.
But I wonder. I mean, I know they got the rights, but I wonder if they
Purchased
not
a whole
just
IP.
license it, but own it now.
Well, I mean, I was thinking by them saying acquiring. I guess that I was thinking that was implying that they bought the IP, maybe.
But I mean, typically a lot of that speak is like acquiring a license.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, that's when I read that stuff. But I don't know. I just thought that I read somewhere like Super 7 bought and outright bought Silverhawks. But yeah, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that internet. And that's why they're putting out a crap ton of Silverhawk stuff.
This right here, I think, is really cool. So, I don't know if you guys have heard, but at the Disney park, they've got the new Tron ride out. That's basically a tie-in to the last movie. Very late in the game, but I respect it nonetheless because I actually love the last movie. So yeah, man, you'll get to go in there and buy your own figure, and they do a scan of your face, and I guess they can put it inside the mask. Because I remember when the Tron toys came out. Do y'all remember seeing this line when it came out, like the original Tron Legacy toys?
No,
they have this light up feature where you could press a button and the face mask would kind of light up, and you could see like a face behind it. I bet this is going to be a similar idea.
So who's doing that? Is that a Disney product or is it somebody else?
I'm guessing it's just Disney.
Okay. I would assume if it's Disney, I would have assumed Hasbro maybe.
See, that's the thing with their Disney park stuff. Sometimes it's weird. I don't know who's actually behind the. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Hasbro. Well, no, they're taking a page from Hasbro's selfie series.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, they probably have their own little.
But look, the figures will be $90 each.
No. How tall are they? How big are they?
I don't know unless they're big. Let me see. Are they? Oh, it records 6 lines of dialogue in your own voice. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I fight for the user.
It doesn't say. I'm going to assume these are probably 6 or 7 inch figures.
I would make my character very sassy.
Welcome to the Tomorrowland launch.
Like
you see those bikes? They are mine.
Yeah. What is that?
Oh, that's the
sort of
shake weight.
No, that's the thing to make the bike. Like, remember you had to hold that out to make the bike appear, grow up.
I thought it was a shake weight.
So here's the figures.
Oh, okay. So yeah, those
bigger.
are 7 or 8 inch figures. I don't know, maybe 7 inch. That's pretty big.
Still though, $90 for an electronic figure like that. I would see those more at a $50 price point.
But your voice and your picture lights up your face.
I would want a disc. That would be really cool. Would be to have a information disc like that.
Yeah. I want the retro
That's
look
cool.
though. I want the look from
on the Tron
the original
figures?
movie. Yeah.
Well, with the
Nah,
gray
I'm good
suits.
on that. I'm
the
good on the
glowy-
pajamas.
The translucent colors and the I'm talking about the figures back in the day from the first movie.
Oh yeah. No, I got you. I got you. I was talking about
the translucent colors and the way that the lines painted that kind of glow in the dark on their suits. Yes, I have nostalgia for the old figures. I'm sorry.
No, look, I love the old movie and stuff, but man, I'm like, even now I go back and look at those suits and stuff in that movie, and it's just cringy.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, no, it's cool. I'm glad that they're leaning into it. They just need to do a new Tron movie. I don't understand why they haven't jumped back
They are.
on that.
It's starring Jared Leto.
Hey, look at there. There's my Aquaman review.
Don't tell me that.
No,
Don't tell me
I'm
that.
not joking.
I heard he was dabbling in it, but I thought that fell through. I thought he ended
No.
up walking away from that or something. No, is it still happening? Well, as long as his cult loving self gets it started, I'm all right. But I'm just not going to sign up for his cult. I'll sign up for the emails, but I'm just that's all.
Mm-mm-mm.
So tell me about this, Ashley, because you always love these page punchers, and I want to know more.
Well, it's actually a pretty cool figure. I don't like the shoulder pauldron thing. It kind of gets in the way. But overall, I mean, it's a pretty decent action figure. I like the
And
cool
how
line.
big? This is like a 7-inch figure, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing as the DC Multiverse figure. It's just rebranded like from DC Direct. Same articulation, same sculpt, everything.
Aquaman just looks so sad.
Yeah.
His face.
The cool thing is it comes with a comic, you know. I mean, it's not like a in-universe kind of comic. It's its own little
He's
thing,
lonely. Look at him. Come to me.
It's like a picture is like the close up on his
Come to
face
me.
just makes me think of some like shot of like a reality series, like
but
Alone in Alaska.
sad Aquaman. Yeah. Hey man, you making fun of my photo ability, my photography skills?
Oh no, I love the photos. I was actually going to say I like this.
That shot.
Where's
That
that?
shot right
Oh, wait.
there.
No, that's just the back of the box.
Come back to me.
Where's that face shot?
Next one, probably. No, okay, keep going.
Hey, I think I
No,
know
you're
which
going.
one he's talking about.
You're right. Going right. Next one. Where is the stupid shot? It just
There.
we go.
That's his. This is his like his Facebook shot here.
His Facebook
Awkward
shot.
Facebook profile shot.
Uh,
It's like he's
Am I
searching for
Facebooking right?
for the camera lens. Like, is this where I do it? Is this?
yeah.
But no, talking about Super 7, man. This right here, I'm excited about. Even though I never got any of their Super 7 figures, this is pretty cool.
Oh, they're making.
So I bet they're gonna. Yeah, they're coming out with, I guess, the White Ranger finally, because I think they did the Green Ranger already, didn't they?
I didn't.
Yeah,
So maybe I might be
That's
thinking of Bandai, but they Super 7
I'll tell you in just a second.
job.
I'll tell you in just a second, Austin.
But no, man, I'll tell you another thing. I'm excited. Who's excited for the Mario movie? Have y'all seen any of the new trailers for
Yes,
Mario?
I'm
Yeah.
excited for that.
Dude,
I'm looking forward to
I don't
that.
know why. I am on a Mario high. Like, I'm just so ready to see that movie. For some reason, it feels like I had been ignoring it up until this point, but it feels like we're finally going to get a Mario movie that we wanted since we were kids. Like, I mean, legit. I know I wanted a Mario movie hardcore, and then you had the Bob Hoskins version, and that's been my movie forever. But it's just, I don't know. This is starting to look like they've got a legit Mario movie about to come out.
I don't know, but after this one comes out, I'm gonna push for the Pedro Pascal led Mario Last of Us hybrid movie.
Oh my God,
Mario
that would be
Kart.
amazing. It's me, Mario.
Womp,
Have you seen
womp,
Ashley? Did you see
womp,
that? Oh my God,
That
that was the best.
womp,
Uh,
womp,
no,
womp.
actually, I like the one with Travis Kelce. Man, there were some funny ones. with
Oh
him
yeah, I
and,
saw the American Girl restaurant one.
Oh,
My
God.
wife and I started watching it. It's like, what are we watching? What is this insanity? And I just like, he committed to it. I like, kudos to him. Like he did a great job.
Yeah, he did. That was some funny stuff.
Oh
Uh,
man.
I don't know what else is there any other toy news?
I was going to say, I thought there was some big release, and I can't put
We-
my finger on it.
We know they got
But-
Walmart Con going on like today and tomorrow,
Yeah.
so there's probably going to be some more drops tomorrow.
NECA did a pretty big drop. I know that they did their haul-a-thon at Target, and they had. I know there was the new, if you remember in the Ninja Turtles cartoon series, Donatello created this big like portal gadget. It was like a big screen that they could jump through and
Oh yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
They you can buy that,
Hmm.
and there's some 2-packs. I saw they put out the Monsters toys, like the movie, the new Rob Zombie movie Monsters. So I saw the Herman toy, and then I saw the 3, those 3 little short figures that they had put out teasers of and stuff. They're pretty much what we saw. I mean, I was impressed with the Herman Munster figure. Alf, I saw Alf, the ultimate figure. That looked great. And they've put out a line of, they're almost like the Toonie Terror figures, where they're like Toonie versions of Alf in different disguises, like different costumes he's worn. Yeah. So that was really cool. AC/DC, they put out a Bon Scott and Angus Young figure. They put out, I mean, it was a big drop. I just saw a lot of content, a lot of, I mean, this was all at Target I actually physically saw and was looking at. So they put out, I think I saw more Elvira boxes, but that was probably just back stock that they were trying to get rid of. The ET, I finally got to see. I was going to say, I also saw in hand. I know we've talked about the ET figures, but I finally saw the deluxe ET that comes with, it's Elliot in ET and the bicycle going, across the moon and all that. They have a NECA version of that, and that was pretty impressive.
So here's a question. Sure. Because we're talking about all these new toy releases, which is crazy. And it's stuff that, we wish we could get and all the stuff we won't. Just in your opinion, when do you think like enough is enough? Like you can't collect anymore.
I mean, if you don't have the space, for me, I've completely run out of space. To me, it's that. I also try to focus on just sets and things that I know that I'm going to respect, like now and in the future, not just a heat of the moment sort of thing. Because I could easily go and spend money. Yeah. So I don't know. I always try to think about long term. Am I going to want that? Is it going to be displayable? Is it going to be, something that, like I said, if it's something legit and not just spur of the moment, I usually go for it. But at the same time, I also have to draw lines that I just can't get big vehicles. I really can't get any like big Lego sets because I just don't have the space. So really, I don't know. I guess enough is enough is just your own, like where you call it. I mean, there is a point where it's just unhealthy, where you're just, spending all your money on toys. You can't afford anything else. You have nowhere to put it. So you just got them like in boxes all in your house. That's a hoarder. Yeah. But that's a mental illness, so I don't know. What about you? What do you think, Ashley?
Are you talking about me?
Because I bet you're like, listen, you just have to build more space.
Yeah, you just got to build a bigger house. You got to build a bigger house. No, I don't know, man. It's been kind of dwelling on me here lately. Like, when do I stop? Like, when do I stop? Or, dude, I'm so fickle because it's like the newest thing comes out from whatever company. It's like, oh, I got to get it. And I end up selling something that I'll end up regretting selling just to get the money to buy the new thing. Right. Yeah. And
I guess, but see, I think that in itself it could be okay, especially if you're kind of supplying your own, you're basically feeding your own way of getting those toys. Like you're just, okay, well, I'll sell and sell these and I can just, buy the new stuff. At the same time, that touches on, when I buy stuff, I don't buy it to sell it. So I always think about, like, am I going to buy all this and then turn around in 6 months and say, this is lame, and am I going to sell it? That's where I try to draw the line on, do I really need it? Yeah. So usually I try to stay dedicated. It's like, if I bought it, I want it and I don't want to get rid of it. But there's exceptions. I've had some, I think several, just spur of the moment, just passionate purchases, and then afterwards I'm like, I kind of regret it. Wish I had, I probably didn't need this, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I get on these little kicks and I hate it. Like, I've got stuff sitting around that really never been opened because I bought it and then I just
Austin's gone.
Yeah, Austin's gone. Oh, well, I bought it, and I really have no intention of ever opening it. Like, for instance, it's Thundercats, the Super 7 Thundercats Jaga. I just, I'm gonna end up selling him. He's a nice figure, right? He's really nice. There's nowhere to display him that I want to display him. I've got a few other Thundercats in the Super 7 Ultimates line that I actually took out of the box, but I'm just gonna end up putting them back. And since I kept the box for these Super 7s, and I'm gonna sell it. Same thing with G.I. Joe lady here, Baroness. She literally, dude, I bought her last week. She was on sale at Walmart, and that's why I bought her. But for some reason, I didn't take her out of the box, so I kept the receipt. So I'm probably just going to end up taking her back, like tomorrow. I don't know why. I just do stupid crap like that because I see it in the moment, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get that, and then I'm like.
I think the best thing I found that helps me is that's why I like to go to a store and get it instead of just pre-ordering it. I like to go to a store and get it in my hands and see, like, number one is, am I as impressed with it when I'm looking at it as I was when I was looking at it at the pre-orders? And also, like, does this still, and like, do I still have a passion for it? Another thing too is or something that's helped me is taking stuff that you don't want and that's sellable, especially if you can get good money on it. And just put it towards, like, but really think about it, but like put it towards something you really do want. That's going to have longevity, like some hot toys or statue or something that's going to complement your room or your house in some way. Just something that's just going to have staying power. I'd probably just put that energy towards that, because I always feel like there's always going to be something new down the line, because even though you may feel burned out now, something's going to revitalize your collecting spirit. I just know that's how I always am. I sometimes will get burned out on certain stuff, and then something else will start up, and I'm like, all right, that's cool. Gets me want to collecting again. So I don't know. That's why I try to be careful with how much I buy, and especially new toys. That's why I find myself a lot of times, if I'm getting high collectibles, it's going to be something like the big Batman or whatever. Otherwise, I try to buy some old stuff that I've been wanting forever that I know was going to, like the Beetlejuice graveyard set I got.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to want that for a Halloween decoration, and on top of the fact that I've wanted it since I was a kid. So that was something I tried to aim for. But,
Well, okay, so here's another question. Do you have like a set budget for the month? Like every month, do you say, I'm going to spend?
Yeah, I mean, I try not to go over like $100 for sure.
Really?
Just in my head, I just go like, God, if I'm spending 100 plus on toys a month, I go, I just have to go like, okay, make sure, because it's easy, because stuff is so expensive. You spend it quick, and it's like, okay,
I know,
whoa.
I know.
So I always go like, how much bang for my buck am I getting when I go to spend $100 a month, And that's just depending on your budget. Your budget may be higher or lower, but that's usually what I go with. Is if I'm going over 100, then I start to at least slow down and go, okay, after that, do I need anything else? But yeah, no, I mean, for the most part, I don't try to get dissuaded by it, because it's like, what else am I going to spend my money on?
Yeah,
alcohol or I don't know, car parts, motorcycles. I don't know. I mean, in video games, obviously, because you can easily spend a lot of money in video games. But with video games too, I'm just relieved that they only come around so often, so I'm not having to fork out a whole lot in one go. But I mean, I just feel like we've had Hogwarts Legacy, and after that, I haven't bought anything. I got Sonic, but that was at a discount. But I haven't bought all the games I've wanted to play either. So but plus I don't have a whole lot of time, so I just get them when I can play them. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how I go about it. Is just if I like it, I'm gonna get it. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, my budget's just a hair higher. Tammy gives me $150 a month. As my budget. Now, do I stick to that budget? No. And it causes a little consternation. Yep. When I double it. And, on a routine basis, but I will end up like paying it back in some way by selling some stuff. Like I
Yeah.
had all these Action Force figures. I had like Wave 1 I took out of the box, played with. They were cool, right? I bought Wave 2 and then I bought or Wave 2A and then I bought Wave 2B. Never took them out of the box. Never. I had all these figures. There's like 12 figures or something and some weapons packs. So I'm like, I'm not doing anything with these. I'm just gonna sell them. So I sold them on a Facebook group for $700, right? Yay me. And but I went through that $700 like that because I had to pay off some stuff that I owed Mama Bank, Tammy, right? Yeah, the wife. And then I ended up putting a lot of that on pre-orders for stupid DC Multiverse figures. I know it's not like a super problem if I'm, balancing that money out because I do
Yeah.
end up paying it off. But it's just I start looking around and I'm like, what's the purpose sometimes?
Mhm.
Because I'm gonna have all this crap, and when I die, my kids are just gonna like, yard sale,
Match.
and
Match.
it's like,
I would at
$5
least
for a bag of figures.
Yeah. No, I would at least, I mean, probably with me, I have like sort of a contingency to where it would probably go to friends and people that truly would take it, like that would actually collect stuff and
Yeah,
not just try to turn a profit on it. Otherwise, yeah, I would just be like, try to make a profit on it. If you don't care about it,
yeah,
just try to make money on it. But to me, it's my thing. It's like, it's what makes me happy because trust me, people spend money on lots of dumb stuff.
oh
But
yeah,
think
yeah,
about the money on makeup, the money on shoes, the money on clothes,
yeah,
and it's ridiculous the amounts of money just to say what you have on your body. Like I have, Gucci, Armani, I got
no,
whatever, I got this Jordan, shirt and shoes. I mean, it's just at a certain point, it's all just how we spend our. It's just like
yeah,
we're spending money just to be spending money. So it depends on what you want to spend it on because it's gonna get spent. Otherwise, where is it gonna go?
yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah.
But I don't
Thoughts,
know,
Ray?
Ray. What's your thoughts on that? You think he's too much? You think he needs help? Do we need to get him help immediately? Ray's like, yeah, I think he just needs to stop.
Yeah.
He just needs to stop immediately.
I mean, like I just stick with, I when I first started back into this, like with the Justice League wave and everything, I almost hit that bug where I almost felt like I wanted to get everything in a wave, but I ended up stopping short after that. Like after the Justice League wave came out, and I got I got I got both dark sides. They're both sitting in my closet still, both in their box set, and I really don't have any intention of opening them up. I don't have any intention of selling them at the moment.
Yeah,
But I think after that moment, I kind of hit this thing where, yeah, whenever anything's coming out in my mind now, I'm only thinking like, is this something I actually want and actually want to display? So, like for instance, like all these Indiana Jones figures that are coming out, I don't care about any of them except one so far, and that's just been the Raiders of the Lost Ark Indy. That's it. I don't care to get Sala. I don't care to get Marion. I don't care to get oh god, what's the bad guys' names? All the Nazi bad guys from Raiders, and then the one that just came out from or he just got a pre-order for oh god, the Last Crusade.
yeah,
The guy who melted it with the goblet. Why am I forgetting his name? I
can't remember his
I
name
just
either.
saw Donovan.
Yep, Donovan.
Walter Donovan. So I've gotten to where I'm kind of in Flash is one of those funny ones where I kind of want most of them, but not all of them. Like I do really I like, even though the sculpt is really weird in the Batman, I am gonna probably hold off on whether or not I want to get the Batfleck Batman.
Yeah,
But because I do like, even though the face is generic, the costume itself, I like the look of it. The aesthetic's pretty cool, and I wouldn't mind setting that up beside the the Justice League,
Yeah.
Batfleck. But like, I don't really care to get the Supergirl. Like I don't need that. I don't need the Batmobile or the Batplane. That's just too much space. So I've kind of gotten that thing where it's got to be something I definitely would like. I don't whole sets don't bother, like don't hit me anymore. Like I have no interest in getting a whole set anymore of anything, like a whole wave.
Yeah, unless there's a reason to have the set. Yeah, usually I'm not beholden to the set. But
Yeah. And I almost kind of get annoyed or a little bit resentful to the toy makers like Hasbro and also McFarlane with the concept of Build-A-Figures, because they do come up with cool concepts for Build-A-Figures, but to get these Build-A-Figures, you've got to pay up your butthole, and you got to also buy figures that you may not
Don't
want.
Yeah.
Like I think the luckiest way for me that I ever had was the Suicide Squad, because you had 4 characters that make up King Shark, and luckily I liked all 4 of those characters in that movie enough where I don't mind having a figure of those characters.
Yeah.
What's funny is they actually still have, it's at our wall. We have a Walmart just a ways, like going out of town. They have that Suicide Squad, the big box set of all the figures.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I'm surprised nobody's snatched that up.
Yeah. I mean, and I did like a kind of a little bit of an overhaul on my display a couple months back, where I took a lot of old ones down and I boxed them up and I put them in my closet. But like certain ones I kept, like all 4 of my Suicide Squad's still there. Most of my Justice League is there. I think all the Justice League I've opened up is still there. But yeah,
I don't know. I guess as I'm getting older, I'm starting to think about stuff a little differently, but who knows? Okay, stop with the depression. Bad.
I'm just thinking like I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die soon. I guess I need to get up these toys.
Okay, toy hauls. Who wants to start?
I actually got a cool one. Because
show us, Ray, since you're being so cocky about it.
Yeah.
Well, impressed me.
Okay. Well, I showed this to y'all recently. I did get Leonardo's not the haul. He's not the haul though.
Right. I just love looking at him. He's so beautiful.
I think you know what I'm getting to here, Austin, because you know about this. So I finally got this sucker. I got Raph.
Yes.
NECA Raph figure. He looks fantastic.
Yes. Look at him. I ain't lying. They did a good job on the face sculpts on the turtles. They really, really well done. And I love his sai. I love the toy and the way you can fit him in his belt, just like the movie.
Oh yeah, you can fit him in the belt. Yeah, there's got little slots right up there on each side. And I didn't realize this because there are 2 different versions of the NECA turtles from the 1990 movie, which is there's these 6.5-inch figure ones. But there's also the what do they call them? Like quarter scale? Yeah, one quarter scale.
Yeah, those 1/4. Yeah, the 1/4 scale. Yeah.
So with those, is the back of the bandana cloth?
Yeah, it's cloth.
Okay,
it looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I saw one of those finally up close. I couldn't hardly tell in the boxes, and I finally saw one out of the box. And yeah, it's. I think like this is plastic, and then the knot and the actual bandana coming down is all cloth. But it blends in really well. It looks good, really good.
What is funny is I didn't realize that until I was looking at the box that Raph came in, because I looked on the back and I was realizing like, no, that's cloth. That's cloth, because definitely like the shape wasn't fitting. Like there's 2 little bandana pre-shaped styles you could put on. One that goes over this shoulder and one that goes over this shoulder. And neither of them matched up exactly. Then I kind of really looked at it and I was like, that's cloth. And then I kind of looked around about the quarter scale figures and I just realized, NECA, you little deceptive little jerks. You turds. Like what? So basically what I'm just laughing about is they used pictures of their quarter scale figures in the little promotional pictures on the boxes of their 6.5 scale figures.
Yep, that's usually what
Yeah, just
I
like
bet that's what they do.
Yeah, but it's also another detail that's great on the figure that I never realized in the movie, and until I looked back after looking at this figure was I never realized that Raph has a scar on his left cheek.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever notice that?
I don't know. I probably have to go back and look at mine.
Yeah, it's like there's like a little scar. I think it's kind of to distinguish him a little bit more is that he's a much harder fighter, so he's probably gotten into a scrape where he's been hit harder.
Nice.
But
That's-
anyways, yeah, that's
is
that's
that-
my haul.
Is that your haul? What about you,
Yeah.
Ashley? You got anything?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, let me hurry and show these before I pass away.
So I had that Aquaman. I had that Aquaman that I showed you. Then I got Aqualad to go with him.
Aqualad. I like
Yeah.
those blades, man.
Yeah.
I do like Jackson Hyde.
Yep. And then
Wow, those look good.
Ocean Master to go with him.
Nice.
Yep. Ocean
Oh,
Master.
those actually look really good.
And then Black Manta to go with him.
Cool.
Yep. And then I got this Kingdom Come
Oh,
armored Batman.
Oh,
Kingdom Come Batman. Oh,
Yep.
Now that is one I would get and set up.
There you go. The Flash.
Nice.
Golden Age Flash.
Now, what's the version in their version of that same Flash that's like darker, like the red is darker?
Platinum edition.
That's
so
the
it's like
Platinum edition.
super
Okay.
hard to find. And then here's the Gladiator Batman.
Oh, cool.
Kind
Man.
of cool.
it does look
And
good.
then, hang on, one more. The Signal. From the Duke Thomas character from a recent Batman. He's a relatively new character in the last 5 years or so.
Wait, who Duke? Oh, okay, Duke Thomas. Okay.
Yeah. And that's my haul.
Well,
All right.
before we get out of here,
Well, before we get out of there, let's do a quick question there, though. So, for all those you showed us, Ashley, are there any of those out of that wave that you are interested in actually taking out and setting up?
All of them.
All of them. Okay.
But that's because they're going, reviewed on my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
I'm looking at the one, like I look at it, and the only ones that, for me personally, the only ones I'm very interested in is I like the armored Batman, maybe the Jay Garrick, and maybe the Jackson Hyde, Aqualad.
hang on. I forgot something.
Whoops.
Yeah, I forgot something. My bad. I had another box.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So, Wally West.
oh wow,
Oh, with the little, isn't that like Dr. Manhattan? Or
No,
is it-
I don't know if this is that one or yeah, it is. You're right. It is. It is the.
Is that Dr. Manhattan's power or is that Metron's power that he's got? I don't know much about that.
I think it's
that
I think it's
storyline.
Dr. Manhattan. Kid Flash.
Wallace West.
Yeah, this is all speed metal
oh, Wallace.
stuff. Barry Allen Flash.
He looks like he jumped out of a 90s edgelord comic book. All he needs is like a leather vest.
And then of course Jay Garrick Flash, Golden Age again. But all you can build the Darkest Night figure with all of those. With all four of those. And then finally,
Is that what those are from? The Dark Metal series? Or
yeah,
something?
speed metal.
Speed Metal.
I got a figure that I hadn't gotten.
Oh wow, I actually just saw him in the store the other day.
Yeah.
Always
Batman.
looking to the left.
Yes, he's looking to the left. Stupid left. But,
Stupid. I thought you were going to start punching
so
it.
you put him on that. You put him on the motorcycle, the Bat motorcycle. He's not focused on the road.
Yeah, I actually have the
He's-
Bat
he's not-
motorcycle down there.
You set him up. He's like, my Batman's gonna crash.
Now
He's
watch,
gonna
all those
crash 'cause
toys
he's
are
not
going to
paying
crash on
attention.
top of Ashley and bury him.
Probably will.
But I guess before we leave, I do have to show my haul.
Okay.
Okay.
I am
what you got?
very, very excited about this because I've been searching and waiting and hoping and wishing and
Yeah.
finally, Dead or Alive, you're coming with me.
You got
That
him.
was-
So
was
I
Terminator.
finally found the
The
NECA
NECA
RoboCop, and
Sweet.
complete with
Oh.
the
Ooh,
holster, so you can put his
gun in there.
gun in there, which he's holding it right now because Dead or Alive, come with me.
Oh,
But it's really cool. I like the features. You just kind of push in on this because at first I was confused with how, because this is sort of a free floating plastic piece right here, like on
Mhm.
just one little hinge. It's really all about the front piece. You just have to kind of push it forward. Here, let me not
so
get
so
my-
that's a NECA piece, right?
yeah, this is NECA. See?
So get out a
Yes.
couple of like a turtle and another like a Halloween figure or something,
I was just gonna say, here's another NECA turtle, like
just to get a scale perspective.
yeah. See,
on
this is this is like the Shredder from the turtle line.
So
that'd be-
RoboCop stands up pretty tall. He's taller than Shredder.
Oh yeah,
correct?
he's taller for sure. He probably, because see, these are about, I think these are probably going to be about your 7-inch, because he's probably even taller than my Terminator.
Well, I was just like wondering if all the NECA figures are in scale with each other.
Yeah, I do think they
Yeah,
are. Like
I feel
here-
like they are.
Here, let me show you a quick example.
Because yeah, RoboCop is slightly taller than Arnold and stuff like that. So he's
Here, one of my favorite examples that you will know since you've actually watched these movies now, the Halloween 2018
Mhm.
figures that came out.
Mhm.
So here's Lori. You kind of get a
Mhm.
good scale, and then you can see how here she is, like matched up with Michael's feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just how much taller he is than her. He just towers.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I do like how they're kind of they're pretty good with that scaling. You know,
and the box.
But that was mainly talking about across, different.
Well,
like
oh
movies
yeah,
and
yeah, different.
yeah,
ones.
like
Yeah, that's
so,
what I
so
was
you can
saying,
mix and match and feel like they actually feel like they go together, even though they're
yeah,
like
pretty much.
RoboCop
Yeah,
and Alf or something, something stupid.
pretty much. Yeah, because even the
Yeah.
Alf was size appropriate and everything. But I was going to
Yeah.
say, here's the RoboCop box. If you look, it's got kind of that glaze over it that I like.
Chucky,
Yeah,
I
I've
guess.
still got-
Yeah.
And see, it came with an alternate. I've got the alternate head.
Mhm.
You can see it, but yeah, I got the alternate head, and it came with like the sniper, or like the big, was it the 50 cal or 40 cal machine gun that's in there?
Well, it's got
on
that-
here.
That poor Murphy head.
Yeah, but
That's
yeah,
we see that face, just like, man, someone just put him out of his misery.
but another toy line. This before we go,
Mhm.
that was, oh my god, that one made me happy. That made my year so far. But I actually caved and got a new toy line that I'm actually excited about. So we mentioned the
Mhm.
Mario Brothers, and we're all excited.
Oh,
Well, I found this big
Bowser.
sucker. Yeah.
Now, what is that
So,
from? Is that
This is from the upcoming Super Mario Brothers movie.
Mhm.
This is Bowser. This is Jack Black plays the voice in the
Yep.
movie, but this is going to be the King Koopa, or the Bowser. It's number one. He's big and hefty. This was a $30 figure. It's $29.99.
Who makes it?
Jack Specific.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and because they're doing the Super Mario line, and then now they're doing the movies.
Mhm.
The Mario brother, like the like Mario and Luigi, Princess, they all look great. They have like these realistic eye features that I guess is sort of like the big selling point, and then they're scale, so they're pretty big.
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna at least get Mario and Luigi from the line, because Mario comes with a plunger, Luigi comes with a flashlight. They look pretty cool. The really cool feature on this that I just thought gotta do it, gotta try it. Let me just see. First off, I'll just go ahead and explain. He can breathe fire,
Oh yeah.
and it's done. I was going to say it's done by, if you look in the back. I mean, it's really, really well done. But if you look here, there's a part in there's a reservoir in the back of the head. So it's all rubber. I was going to say most of the parts, like the hands, the feet, they're rubber, like hard rubber,
Mhm.
and then other parts are like hard plastic. And then the shell is all hard rubber. But you take the shell off to put batteries and stuff and turn it on and off. But yeah, you pull this little piece out, see, and it's just like a little little water reservoir,
Mhm.
and then it actually came.
And then you pour lighter fluid in it.
Yeah, you put lighter fluid in there, but it actually came with this little dropper, and you can just take like a little cup of water, and it only takes like I think it says 8 to 10 drops, and I've already put some in there, but I just wanted to make sure we had for the sake of the show.
Demonstration.
Yeah, I'll do a little demonstration. So I'm just going to drop. Let's see.
I cannot do that to save my life. I've tried that for years. I cannot pull that sound off.
It used to be the thing in school.
Man, it was a thing after I saw Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I saw Alan Ruck do it, and I was like, man, how's he making that? Somebody did that in post. No, he's just really doing that.
Yep.
So
All right. So I got the water loaded. We're ready to gear. All right. And I mean, what's funny is I thought, man, this might be a messy toy, but no. I mean, I haven't had any spillage or anything. But now let's see if I cut
Squirt
the
it towards
lights
your
out.
comics.
Oh, it doesn't squirt. It's just there's a flame, like a steam effect.
That is cool. How does
Yeah,
it
I thought-
like melt the rubber?
It's just water steam. It's cool. It's actually
mist.
Yeah, it's just mist, and it like
It seems like it's like a mister.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Little
Yeah, it's
mist
just like a little
That's
mister
pretty
inside.
cool.
Yeah.
That's why I had to buy it. I was like, dude, at the price point, it was only $30, and it's huge. And I mean, the box it came in, I mean, it was like a deluxe. Obviously, it's a big deluxe figure, and it comes in these beautiful boxes. I mean, if you look, it's got the
Mm-hmm.
packaging is
cool.
really well done. So they're at least basically you can look at these black box figures. They're like their deluxe collector line for the movie. And then they've got these cool play sets you can get that are more miniature, little Mario, little Peach and all that,
Oh yeah.
stuff. But yeah, overall I'm impressed. Like kids, I think are going to really enjoy these, and this one in particular. And what's funny is when I was buying him, this was the last one. I bought the last one, and the next to the last one, some younger kid was getting in front of me. He had bought a Bowser. So yeah, these things must be pretty popular, and I can understand why. I can see college kids even getting these and putting them up as displays, especially if you're
old man took the last one.
I'll be like, screw you kids, mine. But yeah, jump to the stores and get it.
Next up, you got to get that big browser Lego set.
Yep.
Got to do it. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's going to be it this week.
All right.
So have a beautiful toy life, and don't be all depressed like Ashley. Get happy. Buy them toys. Woo! No regrets. Woo! Come on now. No regrets. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Say it with me. No regrets.
No
regrets.
regrets.
Crap.
No
No
regrets. Say regrets. I got no regrets.
No regrets.
For some reason, guess what? Our theme music is dead.
All right.
I don't know why. So guess what?
Oh well.
We're just gonna have to go. I got
That toy life.
To catch these ghosts, you need the real Ghostbusters.
Nice landing, Han Solo.
Spaceships and Luke Skywalker sold separately. Batteries not included.
That toy life.